Good morning, everyone. Buenos días y bienvenidos a todos. Good morning and welcome to a community dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. My name is Karina Shearer, and I am the spiritual director and founding minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. If you would like to join us for the live Zoom meeting, please contact me for the link and the password, or check our website, www.cslpv.org, under the weekly talk section. That's where you'll find the link. So welcome to a new month. Today is Sunday, July 7th, 2024. And we are continuing with our annual theme, which is a grand rising. And the theme for this month of July is practice makes perfect. The topic for this week is, what if perfection isn't the goal? So a suggested book for reading this month is The Gifts of Imperfection. Let go of who you think you're supposed to be and embrace who you are, by Brene Brown. So at this time, I'd like to once again truly welcome everyone, including those that are new to our teaching and to our center here in Puerto Vallarta, whether you are on the live Zoom call or watching the replay at a later time. Here we teach a philosophy that honors all faith traditions. So whatever path you are on, please know that it is the right one for you. And no matter what your background is, please know that everyone is welcome here. We value each and every one of you. As I mentioned, we teach a philosophy called the Science of Mind, and it's a teaching based on new thought and ancient wisdom. We offer spiritual tools and principles to promote personal growth, and we honor diversity in all aspects so that we can appreciate the great oneness that already exists everywhere and within everyone. When Dr. Ernest Holmes founded this teaching in the 1920s, he had studied both Eastern and Western spiritual texts to create the Science of Mind, which focuses on the individual use of thoughts and this powerful thing called the mind. When asked to provide a concise definition of this teaching, he replied that it is a correlation of laws of science, opinions of philosophy, and revelations of religion applied to human needs and aspirations. So each week, we offer a message, an inspirational message, that is, and we are meeting in person on Calle Venezuela at the Café La Ventana. However, we have put this on hold during the hot summer months when most people travel to cooler destinations. So if you are interested in coming to join me, please let me know in advance so I can be sure to attend with you as well. And if you are coming, or whether you're on the Zoom call, stay for our conversations afterwards with some like-minded people. And now, as we do each week, let's review our purpose, vision, and mission statements. We have a grand purpose here each week, and that is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. We do this by means of our vision, creating the life you desire. And this is supported by our mission to provide spiritual tools for personal growth and transformation. And more on all of these can be found on our website under its own tabbed heading. So, as we continue our journey through a grand rising, this month we bring our focus to our beliefs about perfection. Actually, we are bringing our attention to imperfection. And we all know the phrase practice makes perfect, but here's the thing, it doesn't. When the goal of practice is perfect, what we are really doing is suffocating our experience. If the goal of practice is not perfection, but to recognize the beauty and possibilities that are available to us in imperfection, that is when we begin to create an expansive experience of life. So perfectionism may actually hinder our personal and spiritual growth. This is what Ernest Holmes said in The Science of Mind. The spirit has already ordained that nature shall be perfect. It would be impossible for spirit to ordain anything else, since in order to be all, it must be perfect in its nature. God is will and representation. A perfect cause must produce a perfect effect. The normal functions of life are harmonious, but we interfere with these in our ignorance and thus bring discord into temporary being. So through the lens of oneness, we understand that all of existence is divine, encompassing everything, even that which we don't like. Perfectionism tends to narrow our focus to only what we perceive as ideal, disregarding the vastness and diversity of life's expressions. By broadening our perspective, we recognize the divine presence in all things, including our imperfections. Wholeness reminds us that oneness must consist of all of the pieces. The pursuit of perfection often dismisses those parts that don't meet our expectations. By embracing imperfection, we honor the wholeness of our being and the multifaceted nature of the world around us. Perfectionism thrives on the illusion of duality, that there could even be that which is perfect and that which is imperfect, often leading to self-judgment, fear, and a lack of action. This perspective leads to giving away one's power to that which is outside of ourselves. Instead, we can open ourselves to self-compassion, authenticity, and the rich tapestry of life's imperfections. So I invite you to reflect on how perfectionism has hindered your personal and spiritual growth. By cultivating a compassionate and authentic approach that embraces imperfection, we unlock the transformative power of self-acceptance, growth, and a deeper connection to the divine essence within each and every one of us. Ernest Holmes said this: "We are to know that passing events cannot hinder the onward march of the soul. The temporal imperfection of the human cannot dim the eternal integrity of the divine." So perfectionism has a way of narrowing our focus. It creates an illusion that there's only one way to be, only one way to look, and only one way to succeed. However, through the lens of oneness, we recognize that all existence is divine and interconnected. In this expansive perspective, we understand that everything, even what we might consider imperfect, is an essential part of the whole. When we embrace imperfection as an integral aspect of our journey, we begin to see that these imperfections are not flaws to be fixed, but unique expressions of the divine unfolding. By broadening our perspective and recognizing the divine presence in all things, including our imperfections, we open ourselves up to a deeper sense of connection and appreciation for the inherent beauty and diversity of life. Through this understanding, we can cultivate self-acceptance and compassion and embrace the imperfections of ourselves as vital in our journey. Then, when we get to extend this same acceptance to others, and in doing so, we create an environment of inclusivity where everyone is valued and honored in their unique contribution to the whole. Ernest Holmes said this: false ideas heaped upon false ideas make bad matters worse. Let me say that again. False ideas heaped upon false ideas make bad matters worse. The whole confusion of the world arises from the fundamental errors of thought. Chief among these errors, and the cause to a greater part of the others, is a belief in duality. And that is such an important quote, especially at this time. So perfectionism thrives on the illusion of duality, the belief that there is clear distinction between perfect and imperfect. And this perspective can lead to self-judgment, fear, and constant sense of inadequacy. However, the truth is that within the realm of oneness, there is no such thing. Perfection is not absolute, except in the sense that all is perfect simply by existing. And the spectrum of perfection and imperfection is a construct created by our minds and societal conditioning. By releasing the need to measure up to an unattainable standard of perfection, we reclaim our power and liberate ourselves from self-judgment. We recognize that what we view as imperfections are not true. Similarly, these misbeliefs do not define our worth. We understand that our value is based on our inherent divine nature. In embracing imperfection, we can cultivate self-compassion. That which we view as imperfect is actually an invitation to become more us, to honor our strengths and acknowledge our areas of growth with love and acceptance. This shift in perspective allows us to cultivate a deep sense of self-worth and empowers us to live authentically. In the book Unapologetically You, Steve Maraboli wrote this: stop trying to fix yourself. You're not broken. You are perfectly imperfect and powerful beyond measure. So kintsugi is the Japanese art to repair a ceramic item, perhaps a bowl or a vase, with a bright gold seam. Kintsugi reflects a view that wear and use of an object adds value rather than detracts. Rather than trying to hide the past damage and the repair, it is celebrated and enhanced. A bowl repaired with kintsugi might be seen as more valuable than one that had never been broken. Kitsungi teaches us that in life, we can turn adversity into something that is beautiful and resilient. Kintsugi shows us that in time, we can heal from our wounds, embrace our imperfections, and become stronger. Kintsugi reminds us that no matter our difficulties, we can find a way to reframe and find meaning in our life. Perfectionism often paralyzes us, preventing us from taking action and fully experiencing the richness of life. The pursuit of perfection can create problems such as procrastination, anxiety and stress, and other health issues, low self-esteem, relationship issues, burnout, fear of failure, impaired decision-making, difficulty in enjoying success, and perfectionism paralysis. By letting go of the potentially suffocating grip of perfectionism, we create space for self-acceptance and self-expression. We recognize that our imperfections are not limitations, but opportunities for learning, expansion, and self-discovery. Our mistakes and our challenges become valuable teachers, guiding us towards greater understanding and wisdom. And through embracing imperfection, we invite greater joy and creativity into our lives. When we release the pressure to be perfect, we free ourselves to explore and experiment without fear or failure, disappointment or judgment. We become willing to take risks, to try new things, and to step outside of our comfort zones. And in doing so, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities and discover hidden talents and passions that may have remained dormant under the weight of perfectionism. Gretchen Rubin said this: "Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good." So here's some things to consider this week. Take time this week to name a specific instance in your life where perfectionism has kept you from doing something that you wanted or needed to do. And what was the result of not doing that thing? How might life be different if you had done that thing? What is stopping you from doing this now? So, in conclusion, embracing imperfection fosters resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, challenges, and setbacks. And when we accept that imperfection is a natural part of human experience, we become better equipped to navigate these inevitable bumps in the road. We develop the resilience to bounce back from failures and setbacks, viewing them as opportunities for growth and learning. We understand that it is through facing and overcoming our challenges that we truly grow and evolve. Are there areas in your life where the pursuit of perfection has left you feeling stuck, fearful, or unworthy? If so, then embrace those places and imagine what life might look like by cultivating a sense of compassion and authenticity that embraces imperfection. The path to spiritual and personal evolution lies not in the pursuit of perfection, but in the recognition and celebration of our imperfections. As we embrace the divine wholeness within us, release the illusion of duality, and cultivate authenticity and growth through imperfection, we embark on a journey of self-discovery and self-love. We invite everyone to step boldly into the beautiful imperfection of their lives and embrace the incredible possibilities that lie within. And I'll leave you with this quote. If you have forgiven yourself for being imperfect and falling, you can now do it for just about everybody else. If you have not done it for yourself, I'm afraid you will likely pass on your sadness, absurdity, judgment, and futility to others. And our affirmation for this week: I embrace the beauty of my divine imperfections. And now we have our updates for our center here in Puerto Vallarta. If you're interested in learning more about the Science of Mind teaching, we will be offering the Foundations course via Zoom starting Saturday, September 7th. So connect with me or check our website to find out the details under the classes section. We've also just started a book study on the 4 agreements. And if you would still like to join us, you can do so by contacting me as soon as possible. And let me know if you are interested in another workshop, another course, book study, so that we can plan dates for those as well. I'll also be teaching the practitioner studies first year coming up in late September or early October. So watch for details for that as well. And if you would like to have a one-on-one connection for spiritual mind treatment to assist you with whatever you are experiencing in life or would like to experience more of, then please connect with me so that we can set that up. And if you would like to commit to being a member of the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta for this current year, as membership is renewed annually, or if you would like to be on our board of trustees, then please connect with me so that you can be sent the current forms. I'd also like to remind you to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. And now it's our time for mindfully giving and financial support for our spiritual home. We rely on your support to continue our center here in Puerto Vallarta so that we can continue this powerful teaching of the science of mind. We bless all the gifts that you give, no matter the amount. And you can send your donation through our website, www.cslpv.org, and you'll find donate buttons for both Tithely and PayPal on the landing page, as well as on the page for the weekly replay of the talks. Alternatively, if you still like to send in a paper check, you can do so by addressing it to CSLPV number 403 2125 Birch Road, Kelowna, BC, B1Y 8M1. And now please join me for our affirmation of the offertory. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. So thank you for coming and sharing this time together, and let's continue practicing peace. We can each be a force for peace and nonviolence. Our words and our actions can create ripples of peace all around us and beyond. Peaceful living includes acting with compassion, kindness, and consideration. And it also includes standing up against injustice. So may peace and love be with you. Blessings and namaste.